yeah, this is like a little mini rant because obviously I'm not going to take up too much of my time on this because I know it's going to be a long time. Legalize it, bro. Okay, so welcome to another episode of Rev. So one of the things that I've kind of been thinking about lately and that a lot of people have been talking about is legalization. And no, I'm not talking about that legalize it, bro. We're not talking about that kind of legalize it. We're talking about the lane splitting legalization. Because lane splitting is kind of a big deal. Apparently. People don't like when you do it. I try not to. I try to stay in my lane just like State Farm says. Shout out to State Farm. But I mean, I totally understand why people want to legalize it. Look at how small of a space I'm taking up right now compared to, let's say, just this tiny little car in front of me. Well, not really tiny, that's a Dodge Charger, but still. I'm taking up a quarter of a car space right now. Literally, I could fit myself here, another person here, and still have room. And yet people still don't see the benefits of lane splitting. Now on this road in this traffic, I really don't want to do it. You never know when someone might want to change lanes or pull out in front of you. This is one of those roads where I do not feel safe doing it. I don't feel safe sitting in the middle of an intersection either, though. So I mean, that's one good reason to do it. But you never know. You don't want to piss people off because that's what it will end up doing. And this car is kind of understanding what I'm doing right now, I think. It's as simple as moving slowly to go between the lanes. And I did a video not too long ago, I want to say, about lane splitting and how a woman and her husband or fiance or whoever cussed me out because they didn't like that I was sitting between them and someone else at the intersection. I mean, think about it. Think about how much space I'm taking up right now, and I mean, it's really not even that much at the same time. See what I mean? I don't take up that much space. Same with this Prius in front of me, or Prius. I call it the Prius. I know technically it should be Prius. Technically it should have never been invented, but that's a whole other story. But I mean, like, come on, guys. It's really not that big of a deal. I mean, I just alleviated just a tiny bit of that congestion that was there simply by going around a few people and getting in where a car simply couldn't go. I mean, it's that simple. In California right now, it is legal, completely legal, to lane split. In all the other 49 wonderful, beautiful states, there's more states. Let's just put it this way. There's more states where it's legal to choose if you want to wear a helmet or not than it is to lane split. It is more legal to not have any safety on your face than it is to simply move in and out of slow-moving traffic so that way you can alleviate congestion. Obviously, the Californian congestion is a lot more than the Rochester, New York congestion on the roads. But come on, people. You're really going to get that upset over this? Come on, turn green. Turn green. Turn green. There we go. And like here, I'm not going to lane split here, number one, because I don't have a whole lot of space and I don't feel like taking someone's mirror off. And number two, I need to be in the left lane, so there's no point in going and splitting the left and center lane. You know, I mean, use your brain, people. God gave you one for a reason, so use your God-given brain. Not everyone's talented at doing that, but hey, we can at least announce it to people that they're allowed to use it, right? Hey, it's green, we can go. If only people would put their foot on the gas pedal. But seriously, I mean, yeah, this is like a little mini rant because obviously I'm not going to take up too much of my time on this because I know it's going to be a long, long time before lane splitting becomes extremely legal across the entire United States. Speaking of legal things, pot is more legal than lane splitting. Like, seriously. How is that legal, but other things like lane splitting aren't? Obviously, there are medical benefits to marijuana, but that's not my point. My point is that it's recreationally legal now across more states. And that was a quick stop that I had to come to. It's recreationally legal across more states to smoke marijuana than it is to lane split. Kind of interesting. I wonder if you can lane split in Canada. Snowcat, that's a question to you because I know that you live up there. I don't know of many other people who live in Canada that watch my vlogs. I'm just not as important. Anyone else who watches them from a different country besides the United States, let me know. I mean, obviously in India, from what I can tell just by watching Top Gear and pretty much anything else from India, shout out to Phantom Rides, from what I can tell, pretty much everything's legal there. When it comes to driving, you can basically just do whatever you want. But my point being is simply that here it isn't. But on a serious note, Phantom, is lane splitting truly legal or do people just do it? That's my question to you. In India, because he lives in India. Oy. It's such a windy day out, and I'm gonna have to turn soon. Hey, squirrel! I told you guys, on Fridays, you really gotta focus with me. Well, I really gotta focus. Someone's gotta focus. It's one of us. I mean, I'm focusing on the road. I can't always focus on what I'm saying. You know, when I'm focusing on what I'm saying, I'm still focused on the road, but when I'm focusing on the road, I'm not always focusing on what I'm saying. Kind of weird. But whatever. Well, this is your friendly neighborhood motovlogger saying, should lane splitting be legal? Question mark. Oh, I'm exhausted. Not really, but kind of, sort of. There are so many handicap spaces here. So many. I mean, yes, it's a hospital. I'm going to the pharmacy, not the hospital, so don't think anything's insanely wrong, but... Oh, and the wind definitely got a hold of that one. That kind of sucks. But, yeah. Catch you guys later.